Chico here from the Chico Outdoors YouTube channel, and today we are doing a different trail. Today we're deep in the northern Lisbon wilderness. We are hiking without signal and we are visiting 2 waterfalls. So come along for the ride. Let's go! Hey guys, I'm walking down the trail right now. I have no signal at all. And yeah, it's kind of like worrying me. What should I do? There's a lot of animals in this area, and aggressive ones, so I'm trying to be a little bit more cautious than usual. Ooh, there's tons of mud. Jesus, look. I'm near the first waterfall, but here is very beautiful, look. Okay guys, I'm trying not to be loud, because there's people skinny dipping on the waterfall. There's a nice view in here. As I said, I couldn't film the waterfall. I'll try to come back because I gotta pass the other way to come back. But we're in a national park and people think this is remote. But I'm here, so indeed we are in the most remote part, but there are still people, and don't do that, please, just don't do that. There can be children around. But there's a nice view in here. You can see the mountain and we're on the valley. We can see a little bit of the waterfall in here, but the real waterfall is back there. The bigger one is around there, but we're gonna head this way so we can find the second one, which is bigger and you can even swim in it, so it's pretty cool. I gotta be extremely careful. Extremely careful. There was a storm. It was the biggest storm probably in a decade of Portugal. It wiped out houses, wiped out forests, and a majority of pine trees, which are kind of more weak on the ground, fell. So I gotta be careful, and I need to pass this quick because this tree is hanging and it could fall any moment. Alright, let's be quick. Jesus Christ, I hate this. Alright, we're safe, I guess. Uh-oh, another one. Oh, this one's more risky. Shoots. Oh, Jesus Christ. What am I gonna do? I don't want to pass in there, but I got to. Fuck, if this thing falls on me, I die. That's pretty much it. We made it to a road, meaning we are near a ranger's homestead. If you guys can see, this is the road, and here it's the box to leave all the kinds of trash, which I'm gonna use it. On my way back, I'm gonna go through the road because I'm not gonna risk going through the trail. But now we're gonna go up a hill, and we are gonna be a little bit more safe because there's no trees around here. The ranger homestead is at the end of the valley, and there's an abandoned house in here. And I guess yeah, we're in the middle of the valley. When I say we're in a national park, I don't mean we're in like a US national park. Here the things kind of work different than the United States. Here people can still build their houses on national parks, but the majority of the view is protected to prevent high side pollution. So I guess it's pretty cool. They still keep some ruins because it's patrimony, and they let people build their houses, but not too much. Okay, not good. Okay, this sign is gonna, it means problems, basically. It means waterfall of Santiago. Caminho Mau Estado means the trail is in really, really bad shape. Shoot. We're gonna go anyways. I didn't do this trip for no reason. Focus on me, please. Not the sun. Okay, there's a house in here. No, I'm gonna be quiet because it's a house, and don't wanna disturb any people around it. So yeah, I'm not gonna show the house to you guys because I don't want to break the privacy of anyone. But that's my dream one day. It's to live in a remote place. There's no street lights. There's no tar. It's just a dirt road, and it's in the middle of the wilderness. So this guy must be pretty happy. When I first started hiking, I was very scared of these lonely houses because what if there's a serial killer? What if they have a gun or they shoot you? And I can say that I feel safer now in the wilderness than I would feel safe with 5G of mobile data and signal than in the city. At least Lisbon. I don't know other city, but personally that's my idea. There's a beautiful view, and you can see the ranger's homestead, so I'm gonna show it to you guys. That's where the rangers meet up, and we're kind of going over a hill. I'm sweaty and I'm cold. I shouldn't stop. There's a tower, firefighting tower. Oops, firefighter's radio tower, and over there's a fire lookout. Yeah, we gotta go more uphill. Not to contradict myself, but I hope going up this hill will bring me my signal back, because it's not about me, it's about the ones back home. I got a signal that I am okay, at least online on Instagram. And if you don't follow my Instagram, I'll put it right there so you can follow, and my TikTok page as well. So you guys should follow me because it's cool. In the central Portugal, where I am right now, we don't have bears, but we do have hogs. And hogs are bears for me, okay? Because they're very scary, and they will attack you, and they'll freaking beast. So we gotta be careful because there's a lot of them. But there's a lot of deer in here as well. I only saw deer once in my life, and it was in this region. It's a roe deer. It's a little deer. So I'm gonna put it on the screen. Oh no, I'll not put it on the screen. You guys can search. But we will try to find it. And be careful. Look at that. You see this valley? This valley here? Well, I mostly record my videos up there. That is the military road trail. It's a different feeling. Definitely a different feeling. I feel very, very close to people there. As you guys seen on my last video, Freedom, you guys saw that I found hunters, I found people that ride dirt bikes, I found people walking their dogs, and people hiking with a big backpack like mine. But right here, there's absolutely no one. I didn't saw anyone. I don't know if you guys can see that town over there. I started the trail in that town, and now I'm up here. It's definitely a good view. Alright, this is what we needed. This is what we needed. Santiago, which is a town name over there, waterfall, and Boisson waterfall. That way I came, and the first waterfall where they were skinny dipping. So we're gonna go to Santiago's waterfall over there. I know a place in here where I can do a stoppie and eat. News, I got signal. I knew it I would get. Probably because I'm near these things I hate, or because I'm high on a hill. Ooh, I almost twisted my ankle. No good. Let's try not to do that. Okay, so I know a place where we can sit down. So, yeah. Mind you, this part really reminds me of Alaska, or Canada, or Russia. Anywhere with a tundra. Because it looks like a tundra. Let me show you. Wind here is so scary. You can like literally hear the... You guys are probably seeing this, right? A container with water. Why, Chico? Why a container with water? For the deers, my friends, for the deers. Look at these beautiful mountains. So yeah. Okay, updates. We're in a little more less remote place. The mountains are still behind me. There's a farm right there, and there's a house right here. Oh my, look at this view. Look, there's a homestead right there. From where I showed you guys up in the military road trail, it doesn't look like it's remote in here, because you can see little red brick houses off the roof, so it looks like a town or anything. But this is the most remote place. I didn't see one person, and I feel very alone in here. Like, I've hiked in the northern parts of Portugal, the biggest mountains in Portugal. I've seen the Portuguese wildlands, and it wasn't because I was with Tomás or Rodrigo, or more up north of here, but I feel very alone in here. Very alone. Oh, shade. No, there's no shade. I mean, there's sun. There's probability that it's gonna rain, and if it's raining, it can be a problem, even though I have waterproof stuff. There's a fallen sign over there. This is gonna be my campsite right here. Let's start bringing my stove, my homemade stove, so I can at least cook something while I can, because it's not fire season right here, and the ground is very wet, so it doesn't rain, so it doesn't catch on fire in anything. I can see a highway and the cars over there, but still I feel very alone. Look, I don't know if you guys see, there's a highway and cars, but I feel alone. I still feel alone, and I hope it doesn't rain. I'm gonna check forecast right now, but I'm gonna sit down and eat. Look at what I found on my backpack. I wasn't expecting, I didn't knew I've brought this with me. It says travel never ends. I didn't knew, I forgot completely. But yeah, I'm gonna sit down. I gotta find a way to record myself. So I'm gonna do that first. This tastes like summer to me. I used to eat a lot of these in the summer. When I hike, I usually bring a notebook with me because I like to draw. I really like to draw, and I want to show you some of my drawings in here. Right, so this is Alaska Stampede Trail 1992, where Christopher McCandless Alexander Supertramp was found dead on his bus. This one, Wyoming Two Forks Lookout Tower. Don't judge my drawings, please. This is something I've tested, drawing a tornado. This one is kind of a test. Oh, my bad. And this one, Montana, the treasure state over here. Chocolate is very good on a hike because it has very much calories, and that's what you need. You burn a lot, but you don't feel it. That's the first issue I started finding when hiking is that I would arrive home dehydrated and starving. So you folks should eat, and I should get going because it's gonna pour. It's gonna pour. I didn't want to tell that, but it's gonna pour a lot. Oh shit, it's cold as fuck. This guy's just so dark, man. It's eerie, okay? It's eerie. These winter trails I've been doing, I've been overpacking my backpack. Meaning I bring a lot of stuff I end up not using, eating, or drinking. But that's recommended, folks. You should overpack. My backpack is overpacked, but it's lightweight, so there's not a lot of weight on my back, but it's still full of things I end up needing. I see the house up there, but we're gonna stop recording because I don't want to expose anyone's privacy. I've walked for a while, and now that I'm near the house I showed you guys, there's the town, which is less bad. I've seen on Google Maps I have service now. That town does not have any police station, any fire station, any hospital or medical services, no shops, just houses, but it's still a town, and I feel much secure right now. If something happens, I'm gonna go that way. Early and late spring here in Portugal, especially here in this region, we have that yellow flower you guys seen on the fields. It's a yellow oxalis, and you can actually eat these, but it's winter and you can see there's clearly climate change because they're growing in the winter, so it's not that normal. Quite the big one. Quite the big one. Right guys, I've switched my clothing, rain jacket on, because it's probably gonna rain. I feel much colder, but at the same time less colder, because this is also a windbreaker and it's kind of like not affecting me. The wind is not affecting me, so yeah, I'm gonna stick with this one. I see a trail sign, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna go down the sketchy vines. Lord. Oh my god, just look at it. The waterfall is down there. I can hear the water. This place, that one I'm pointing, is where me and Tomas made Up North video. I'm going home now, and yeah, I'm going through even more remote part than the other one. So yeah, I'm without signal again. Already did the check that I'm alive to my friends and my family. So yep, I'm guiding via Gaia FPS. Not FPS. Gaia GPS, I mean. So yeah, just so you understand how remote is this valley, there's only one house standing in this valley, and I'm gonna show you. Oh, I almost fell. Alright, there's the house. If you guys can see, this is the waterfall, and yeah, there's a long way to go. Mud situation here is so bad down in the valley that I needed to roll my hiking pants because I don't want them to be wet. Why? Because it was my dad that bought them in Wales at a outdoor shop called Mountain Warehouse. So I don't want to have to ship, because I don't usually ship clothing. So yeah, that's why I don't want to kind of like ruin them. But look, we're going down. My worry right now is sticks because I'm not protected in the legs. But yeah, there's a beautiful view. I'm hearing a lot of animals around me, not only birds but actually mammals. Either they're dogs, deer, or hogs. So yeah, fun, right? Oh Jesus, okay, this one is bad. This one is awful. Oh my god, okay, I'm all full of mud. Oh Jesus. Guys that took the thumbnail photo for me were trail runners in the waterfall, and they've been on this trail. I can see 3 different type of shoe sizes in the footprints on the mud. These guys do not care if they get wet or not, and that's insane. These trail runners were like asking me for a photo with their phones, of course, so I don't have the photo, but they were asking me to take a picture. Oh, to take a picture. Hold on. Shoot, I have my whole feet full of mud. Oh, mosquitoes as well. Jesus Christ. For fuck's sake, look at this. Oh, God. I'm gonna have trouble cleaning these. But as I was saying, they wanted a photo of them and they just jumped right into the water with full clothing. and everything. And I asked for a photo as well, and they said, are you gonna jump on the water too? I said, no, I don't have the right gear for that right now. And they said, oh, come on, let's go. Jesus, there's people that really enjoy outdoors, really. I just don't like being wet, and right now my feet are full of mud and my legs are getting scraped by branches. Just so you know, commute, just so you know, I hate you, okay? I hate you. I hate you. This whole trip is being a mess. Jesus, this whole trip is being a mess, but like, it's boom. I gotta cut my hair. This whole trip is being a mess, but it's been the coolest I've probably did. But yeah, I think I am arriving right on the Ranger homestead because I remember seeing that house behind me. There's not gonna be any mud anymore, and I see the valley. Jesus. Folks, I don't know if you guys see, that's the first waterfall that we found. And we gotta go this way. What, I was getting pretty tired of the old military road trail, and I think there wasn't any good trails around here, but Lord, this was such a nice found, really. It was a golden found. And there's plenty of places here. You guys can set up a tent. It's secluded, so it's hidden, no one sees. The rangers don't see it. The fire lookout can't see it as well. And whoa, it's amazing, really. Guys, we're finishing the trail. Only a tiny bit left. And yep, that's right. I'm considering buying Willys Wellington boots. If you don't know what Willys are, I'm gonna put it on the screen. I'm considering buying those to hike in these trails because water leaked through my boots. So yeah, I'm with my feet all wet, and I didn't bring any extra pair of socks, so gotta get home early before I get blisters. Right guys, we finished the trail. Ranger homestead behind me, and yeah, I just want to thank you for watching the video, and leave a like, a favorite, a subscribe, and I'll see you next video. Goodbye.